Hey, Charlie, can we have another station? Come on.
What's the matter? Don't you have any Halloween spirit?
Did my father say anything to you the night he died?
I don't know. Your father came into the hospital. I thought he was crazy, out of his mind. He's hanging onto a Halloween mask. He wouldn't let it go. And what he said was, they're gonna kill us all. And in a little while, he was dead. And I don't know what the hell is going on.
Santa Mira, founded 1887, farming community. Grew up around a large dairy. After World War II, a wealthy Irishman, Conall Cochrane, converted it into a toy factory. Silver Shamrock Novelist. Now given over to the manufacture and sale of Halloween masks. Largest in the world.
You don't really know much about Halloween. You thought no further than the strange custom of having your children wear masks and go out begging for candy. I do love a good joke, and this is the best ever. The joke on the children. The last great one took place 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red.
Ancient sacrificial symbol. Force. Stonehenge.
It's time again. I'm glad you'll be able to watch it. Our craft. Witchcraft. Rich. Happy Halloween.
Please stand by.
Turn it off! Stop! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, the night no one comes home.
And what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Gore Podcast. I am your not-so-mean fluff master supreme, Mr. Big Johnny D, bringing in as always, and we have the last episode of Spooky Season today. But with me, as always, is my bodacious brothers of badassery. Starting right next to me from the deep, deep south, we have him, the host with the ghost, El Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steven Vasquez.
What's going on, baby?
And below that beautiful face, we have the daddy himself, that dark lord of knowledge, Mr. Chad Daddy Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And joining us from a long haul, and we are thankful to have him here, Le Boss himself, Mr. TJ Bossman Bowser.
Hello, everybody!
Welcome, boss. Welcome.
I'm happy
Thank
to
you
be
for
here
joining
to
us.
talk about Tom Atkins' ass, man.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
buddy.
The whole episode. I hope everybody's ready. Hour and a half of Tom
And our
Atkins'
visual
ass.
viewers, the people that are watching right now, just got a quick glimpse of it when we came on.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
Crack
Hopefully
cleavage.
Hopefully Facebook wasn't looking, but maybe they were. I don't know. We'll see. But before we
Freddy's
jump
on
into
YouTube.
this, that's true. And Twitch. So before we jump into this delicious episode today, we like to go a little reality. So TJ, if you could, because we haven't heard it in a while.
Slice life!
Yeah. And you know what? I think we should just start it with Boss Man, honestly.
Fucking A.
Works for me. So, since I haven't said this in a while, podcast here, podcast there, podcast everywhere. I've been busy behind the scenes doing other podcasts, prepping other things, teaching these guys how to do things. It's been a lot, but we're getting things moving. I just want to shout out to all the Australians that listen to Lights Camera Exploitation. We've been in the charts there for a solid week now, and that's all thanks to you guys. Thank you for the support, and thank you for making that show as successful as it is. I'm truly humbled and honored for the support of all of our listeners. But I'm excited to talk about this week's film. I'm excited to chat with you boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chad Daddy.
Yo, brother.
What'd you do?
Well, aside from work, okay, I have an actually interesting story to tell. So I have here the Super Console X, right? Basically,
Is that
it's
one
a
of the ones
Raspberry
that
Pi.
do the? Oh, okay, never mind.
The emulation has 50,000 games in it. Okay, so I ordered this back in September, like 2 days after my birthday, right? And
Okay.
so I paid, I think 116 for it. It was cheapest I could find it. Everywhere else, it's like $200. So I ordered it on Amazon, and a few days later, it shipped, and I saw it shipped from China. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna take forever to get here. So it goes from China, it travels to all these different places in China, it stops, it sits in China customs for like over a week, it goes to Korea, it gets stopped in customs there, it goes all over Asia, right? So last week, no, the week before last, yes, I decided to email them because I just saw it wasn't moving, and I said, hey, just by some chance, do you guys have more accurate shipping information than I have? And they said, we're very sorry it's taking so long. You know, as far as we can tell, it looks like it's just sitting in US Customs. Just be patient. You know, let us know if you want to keep it. You know, we'll give you a partial refund, or, you know, if you don't want it, we'll just refund your money completely. I said, thank you. I said, I definitely want it. I was just curious to see if you guys knew more than I did, but, you know, a refund isn't necessary. They're like, no. Just let us know when you get it. I said, okay, fine. So I finally see when it ships, and it finally gets here on Thursday. So Thursday, I hook it up, you know, works great, playing it with the son. We're having fun with it. I email them saying it arrived here. It works great. It's in perfect condition. Thank you very much. Friday, at my 1:00 break in the afternoon, I get a text from Amazon saying that a credit totaling $136 was deposited to my account.
Ooh.
And I look, I'm like, whoa, what the hell is this? No, that's I didn't even pay that much. So I go in and I finally get the actual email from Amazon, and they refunded, instead of a partial thing, they refunded the whole thing plus taxes that I paid, plus a $20 goodwill refund.
Damn.
So I got the thing for free and made money on the deal. I feel bad. I feel like I ripped them off, but yeah, I'm not.
No, you should not feel bad about that, dude. Listen, life gave you one. Fucking take it. It doesn't happen often, dude.
I was just in the middle of my story, and I just happened to look down.
You've been shafted a lot recently. Take the win, broski.
Right. I'm taking a win, but I can't help but notice what's right under my screen right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as soon as Bobby jumped in, I started laughing.
We needed Bobby. Bobby made it complete right there. So
our Voltron Askins is now complete.
That's perfect reference, dude.
That is the best
By our
Voltron
powers
reference
combined,
I've ever heard.
we are Tom Askins.
Okay, so aside from that, not much. Just worked in a house. Went to a Pittsburgh Penguins game on Saturday. Watched them completely fucking steamroll. They steamrolled Toronto 7-1.
Oh, nice.
What's that say about Canada? Fuck you, Trudeau.
Well, dude, the Maple Leafs have been routinely horrible. But yeah, that's about all I got. You know what, Mr. Bobby Amoni here just kind of hopped in. So Bobby, let's take it away, buddy.
Hi.
Ooh.
What are we on? Slice of life? I'm I'm beat to shit. Let's be real. I'm beat to shit.
He's rubbing the eyes. That's not good.
I literally just came back from a wedding. So that's how my weekend went, which was good. Don't get me wrong. So it was a long, rough week for me. So I went to, what did I do?
You did 2 weddings this weekend, didn't you?
I did a haunt Friday night, which I then slept for 2 hours. I got up, went to work, and then I ended up at Monster Mania with a few friends, which I forgot I was even going to. Surprise! It was that long of a week. I'm like, wait, where am I going Saturday? And
that's usually something that somebody looks forward to like all fucking week long, if not.
Yeah, but the week, but the week has been that long. I was like, I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's impressive, dude. Like the fact that you just blindsided yourself with a con.
Yeah, and I'm just like, where am I going? Oh, so that's where I'm going. And then I saw Halloween Kills on Saturday night, finally, and then Sunday.
Don't gloss over Monster Mania. Who did you see while you were there?
Oh, I saw our buddy Cam there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did see him there. Although I didn't see him as Leatherface. I saw someone else's Leatherface. I didn't see him as Leatherface.
You would
I
have.
saw-
You would have known
Okay,
if it was him, though. He would have smelled.
Well,
the
you would have
gas.
smelled him
You was
first.
gonna say he
yeah.
would've-
No, he didn't.
That's how he
Well,
marks his
well, that's
territory.
why
He
it
spilled
wasn't
gas
him
on
because
your
he didn't.
shoe.
He didn't smell
Oh,
like
that's-
gas. So it
he is
wasn't him.
We are never.
He is never
we are
gonna live
never
that
letting
down.
that go. Ever.
No.
Nope.
Never gonna die.
So
You're
he,
listening, buddy.
this Leatherface smelled like plastic. It didn't smell like gas.
Ugh.
So I saw him, and then Sunday was the wedding, part one of the wedding that I finished up today. Stayed over there, and then had part two today, and left to come back and make the show for Halloween 3. So that was my weekend.
Question.
How crazy of a wedding is it that it has a sequel?
No. That's what I want.
No,
Why was it split? Like,
Because it's different religions.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
My buddy's wife, she's Indian, so you're doing
Oh,
it that
that-
way.
Oh,
That
And then
explains
obviously you have the
Okay.
traditional, like
because when you
what
were
we
telling
all
us that
know.
earlier, dude, I'm trying to like put it in. I'm like, bro, you were literally just there yesterday. I'm like, I didn't. I was like, maybe it was the rehearsal yesterday, and I missed that or something.
No,
Indian,
yesterday-
Indian
yeah.
weddings are a whole weekend thing.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Yeah,
literally
they
an entire
they
weekend.
truncated it down to one day, so not all of us are there for a weekend of just that.
Fair.
So, and then the part two that we've all been to a wedding of type was today. So that's why it's like, I might be a little late, but I will be on.
You're
And
fine.
I was falling asleep on the way home. So I'm here now.
That's not good.
At least you got home safe. At least you got home
Yeah,
safe.
no, I wasn't
right.
falling asleep, but I was like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
So here I am. I'm home.
Alright.
And that's
So,
it. That's my slice of life. Who didn't go?
Scuba.
Scuba, please.
All right. So Friday we had episode 2 of season 2 of Somewhat Supernatural, and I had some guests on. I did a paranormal investigation this past weekend. Actually, I wasn't actually investigating. I was hosting the investigation with the Ghost Vatos. We had our first ever sold out paranormal group paranormal investigation, which went pretty good. I didn't end up staying the night at the jail. I ended up driving home. It was a 2-hour drive. So 3:00 in the morning, I hopped in my Tahoe and drove home. Slept pretty much most of the day on Sunday through on Halloween 3. And that's it. That's pretty much all I did. What about
wrong
you,
with
Johnny?
Well, let's see. I was actually a little busy boy this week with Boss Man. He taught me how to do the audio files for
Awesome.
Goremore.
Which you
And-
did a great job on. I want to give you props on that. I did
thank you,
listen
buddy.
to the I listened to the Texas Chainsaw episode that we did, and
Nice.
great. You did good.
So,
you're doing good.
And you can be as you can critique me as much as you want, especially because on the episode where it was just the three of us, Night of the Creeps, we had some hard lag in that episode. So I gotta say, especially because now I got TJ here, dude, I have so much more of a fond appreciation after spending a legit hour cleaning up lag bites, dude. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it sucked because like I do like it because it was fun, but I was just like, holy shit, dude. Like this definitely just makes me like, okay. All right.
It makes
now
you
I definitely
appreciate
know what
the
I'm
man
more-
behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
I do. Like, I mean, I always do, but even more so now.
Yeah,
Because it's just
yeah.
like, bro, when you're, and especially if you're juggling as many as he fucking has been. So that's why I wanted to do this to help alleviate some of this.
appreciate it.
And yeah. So, and then I think the next man on the showboat's going to be Scoobs. So
There he is.
yeah.
Yeah. I did
Um,
download my audio just to, try to
It's
see.
I'll be straight up honest. It's easy. There's just a lot of steps. It's just
Yeah.
remembering the steps.
Yeah.
But once you kind of like ride the ride once, you're like, all right, I know how to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you feel it out. And the Texas one was a lot cleaner, so that one would like edited a lot faster. But like
Yeah,
I
the
said,
cleaner
like,
the cleaner the palette, the easier it is to work. So
yeah, the Creeps one though, dude, I was going by the second. Like, all right, like I'm just listening.
And
I'm
we
like,
did.
nope, delete.
We had a
delete,
lot
nope,
of
nope,
even video lag in that episode.
Oh yeah. Well,
so-
right. So, but no, man, it's been fun. So for you audio listeners, I just dropped what 4 or 5. How many did we do?
4
We did
episodes
4.
over the last 3 days.
Yep.
Well, you
so-
did 1, and then I did 4 after the week. That was 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did 4. That's right. Yeah.
So we just dropped 5 new episodes for you audio listeners out there. So I hope you enjoy. And
if anything's mislabeled or the audio,
Yes.
have any issues with the audio, contact
blame
John
me.
Dransack now.
That's right. You blame me, you skip TJ, and I'll deal with your ass. That's fine. You can tell me how bad I fucked up. That's cool. Dude, don't lick it, Chad.
No, lick it, Chad.
All right. But other than that, what the fuck else did I do? I've been editing like crazy, dude. Like I've been doing one a day, so that's been kind of like taking up a little time. Yesterday, though, I did get out and do some shoots though with my buddy, which was nice. So my 2 friends and then one of their girlfriends came up, and she was our model, and we did some Leatherface shoots yesterday.
Nice.
And I did a couple quick verses, and then we did his part 4, which he's never got to wear. So I was like, yo, dude, just throw it on. We'll do a quick kill, and boom. So I went through a few of them. A couple of them I really like, especially the ones where I took with the rapid thing where they were running down a trail and he was chasing her, like with her hair flowing and the dress flowing and everything.
Those are awesome. Those are always awesome photos, like the motion photos when you get them.
Yeah. And they came out really nice. So I can't wait to like clean them up and show you guys. And then obviously get them out there. But other than that, I watched this fucking awesome ass movie last night.
Yes.
Get it? Ass. And
what ass? I don't see an ass. Do you see an ass?
I don't
there
see
it is.
nothing. Yeah, I see 5 of them.
Yeah, but don't forget the 6th. Don't forget the 6th one behind it.
Oh, he's not here yet. He'll come later. But let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. Chad, what is that?
Tonight, we are reviewing Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, released October 22nd, 1982. The plot goes a little something like this. After the death of her father under very suspicious circumstances, Ellie Grimbridge and Dr. Daniel Chalice decide to investigate the shady activities of Conal Cochran, the owner of the Silver Shamrock Novelties Company. Try saying that 5 times fast. Before long, they discover Cochran's diabolical plot to brainwash the children of America into doing his bidding through a mixture of ancient rituals, technology, and witchcraft. This Halloween, wearing the mask of a skeleton, a witch, or a pumpkin can be deadly. Can Ellie and Daniel thwart the plans of the evil toy maker?
Dun, dun, dun.
I like how we call him Daniel there, and I'm like,
Daniel.
Dan just sounds better.
Damn, Daniel.
Dan the man.
Bobby, you want to take it over? Who directed this bad boy?
I certainly will. Directed by Tommy Lee Wallace from Fright Night Part 2. Also written by Tommy Lee Wallace, who also did Amityville 2, The Possession, as well as Fright Night Part 2. Produced by Deborah Hill for Halloween and Escape from New York. And John Carpenter, the legend. Need we say more?
Exactly.
Starring, this is I consider a very big star-studded lineup here. The one and only Tom Atkins, Night of the Creeps, Maniac Cop, Askins, whatever. As Dr. Dan Chalice, we have Stacey Nielkin from Yellowbeard and Get Crazy as Ellie Grimbridge. Dan O'Herlihy, RoboCop and RoboCop 2 as Conal Cochran. Michael Curry, am I saying that right? Curry?
Is it Curry or
Curry?
Curry. Whatever. From Airplane 2, the sequel, and the Philadelphia Experiment as Rafferty. Ralph Straight from Beastmaster, as well as They Call Me Bruce as Buddy Kupfer. Jadine Barber as Betty Kupfer. Brad Schachter as Buddy Kupfer Jr. Garn Stevens as Marge Gutman, and Al Berry from Reanimator as Harry Grimbridge. Wendy Westberg as Teddy. Music by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth, Halloween 2 and Escape from New York, as well as Christine and Prince of Darkness. Cinematography by Dean Cundy, the god of cinematography. Edited by Millie Moore. Effects and makeup by Ron Walters, The Breakfast Club, Star Trek 4. John Logan, My Bloody Valentine, as well as Howard the Duck. Star Trek 6.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I can't read. That's Star Trek 6, not 4.
I fucking love Howard the Duck.
Can't read.
He said he was tired. It's all good.
Distributed by Universal Pictures. Runtime of 98 minutes. The MPAA rating of R. A budget of $2.5 million. It grossed $14.4.
Oh, damn.
You know,
Damn.
I'm here in person, so I'll just bring up an interesting talking point.
Let's do it.
Is this the Jason Goes to Hell of the Michael Myers Halloween franchise? Is that?
I would say probably, yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I
Jason
would say
Goes to Hell
no.
still had Jason.
Yeah,
in
I would
it.
say
Or is it-
no.
This is
This is more like the Friday the 13th.
But-
Friday the 13th.
Five.
Yes, part
Yeah,
5.
this is
yes.
But
part
they
5.
both okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Which is,
Yeah.
I enjoyed the hell out of that film, regardless.
So
of
did
what
I don't know
Jason
though.
Yeah.
I feel like
or not.
5 is still more like tonally the same as the other ones
Right.
versus Goes to Hell.
I think 5 is a lot more wackier. I think that part 9 is just bonkers. Like,
Yeah.
but in all the right ways. But it
Yeah,
bonkers
true.
within the continuity of the franchise. But of course, people are going to disagree with me because they fucking know everything. Fuck you, you never made a Friday the 13th movie. Adam Marcus did. Anyway. Yeah, I would say this film is just, lots of people are hypercritical. Either you fucking love it or you hate it. I'm in the camp that I love it. Only because it's so fucking different. The same way, like, the reason I like Jason Goes to Hell so much. Tom Atkins really drives this film, like, really makes this believable. And I love the fucking whole Halloween mass killing kids thing. I love how they even show
That
the
was
production
fucked, dude. That was
of the
straight fucked.
I mean, for an
Like-
80s movie, you really don't get a lot of kids dying. So for them to even
Yeah.
show anything remotely like that, that's pretty intense. I really like how they showed, like, them making masks. That's a pretty unique thing.
Yeah,
You don't
that
see a
was
lot of
pretty cool.
movies do that.
Yeah.
Dude, and
No, you
they were
don't.
good looking masks. You know what I mean? Like,
And they had a ton of different masks in there. Like when they
Oh,
were touring
yeah.
the factory, I was like, damn, I wonder if those had the Silver Samurai shit on it too. Like, would those have activated, or was it just those 3?
Since you brought that up, TJ, did you recognize one of the masks in the museum?
No, I didn't.
I did.
You didn't notice the killer's mask from Dead Kids?
Oh, the Tor Johnson.
which one
It's
was
a-
that one?
See, we also figured that out, that it's also in Mad Max. When Max
First
is
one?
sitting on the when Max is sitting on the bench after all that bad shit happens to his family, and he like freaks the fuck out. He's holding a mask in his hand, and he like fucking like tries to rip the mask.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've seen it, but
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a hot minute for Mad Max for me.
but
Yeah.
they're both Australian films, and that's just interesting to have both of those in a closer time span and have that mask prevalent in both.
So, going with your question of this being like the black sheep of the Halloween
Yeah.
series, we'll just say.
Yeah.
I mean, are you guys happy that they went back to Myers, or would you have liked to see this span off in the way like Carpenter originally intended?
I personally
with
would have
this?
loved to see the original anthology that would have played out with this series. I love the Myers films, most of them after he came back, but I feel like we could have gotten hell. Prince of Darkness could have been part of the anthology. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Right.
not saying, but I'm just saying that there's so many films that could have been made part of the Halloween universe that really weren't, that would have fit the anthology series perfect. It would have been American Horror Story before American Horror Story.
Would that have worked in a time where sequels were king?
I don't know that it would have worked. And that's,
think if it
that's
was
the main
played
reason
off
why
right,
it
it
didn't
could've.
happen.
I'd say
Well,
it was just the market and the way that they were released. Hollywood was structured at the time and the way they were releasing
Right.
things.
Yeah.
I think that would have hampered it. Like you said, the good point that you did make, maybe in a modern market, it would work better. A more of like an anthology theatrical, like a long feature type thing.
Right.
Modern, totally. Maybe that's why we appreciate it a lot more today, and it gets talked about more today than it did then.
Well,
remember, this
and
was
like
the early 80s, and they wanted everything to be slasher films. Slasher films
Yes.
were a big rage.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
why we got the Halloween 2 that we got, as opposed to the Halloween 2, the Halloween anthology that John Carpenter wanted to do. And in a completely different universe that happened, we would have gotten that. I'm curious to see where it would have went, but I do love the Myers film.
So, what
I'm
was the
kind of-
original anthology supposed to be? Like, he actually wanted to do 2 parts of Michael, right? Wasn't it like
No.
no?
No, it was only
He
supposed
didn't.
to be
He
one.
didn't even want to touch 2. Wasn't even
It was
supposed
just
to be
one.
made. It was made because he got sued.
So
Plain
this
and
would have
plain
been
and simple.
number 2 then, right?
This would have probably never happened.
Not this script.
No.
This
The
might,
only reason
but-
the reason why this happened was because Carpenter and Hill were sued to do 2. That's
No. I'm talking about 3 though.
yeah,
Like, if
no, but
3
what I'm saying, yeah, no, but they never wanted to even do this. Carpenter was going to keep going to do what he wanted, what he was doing at the time, which was Christine, Escape from New York, The Fog. He was going to go do that. He got sued to do 2. The reason why 3 happened is because it's like, okay, we did our 2. We're done with this Michael guy. Now we're going to do this anthology series.
Gotcha.
So that basically, you could basically say thank you to lawyers and the fact that somebody didn't get what they wanted, and now they had to sue to get what they wanted.
Well, wasn't the Fog supposed to be wasn't it planned to be one of the films in the Halloween anthology?
In your Blonde's eyes, not in Carpenter's.
Okay.
Carpenter was doing Escape from New York and The Fog. That's for Avco Embassy. Avco got sued by Irwin because it's like, oh, we're supposed to be doing Halloween 2. Why are we not doing this? And then they made the deal with Universal and Dino De Laurentiis and all 3 of those. Remember, there were at the time there were 5 partners behind this series, and all of them had a say in this. Carpenter just didn't want to hear it.
That's fair. I mean, Carpenter's always been a miserable old man for like 50 years, so it's perfect. So this story wasn't even originally intended for the anthology, you're saying, or it was? I guess that's right.
It wasn't, and it was. This was the intention to start it after doing 2. So yes, it happened because 2 was 2 the way it is.
Well, fuck that. How'd you guys feel about the movie? Seeing that's actually what we're here to talk
Fucking loved
about.
it. I love this movie.
Love it. I enjoyed the hell out of it
so much.
Oh yeah, it's a very enjoyable film.
And as many people that hate and bitch about this film, that many people love the film as well.
Oh yeah.
Is it
easily?
Okay, so is the hate easily just because people went in, and like you said, it might be with the times where it's more accepted now, but because people went in blind, they saw Halloween 3, easily assumed it would have been Myers because Jason and I mean, we don't have Freddy yet, but
they were conditioned to believe
slashers,
that,
right?
To expect that.
So, and I like the fun teases of like the movie Halloween existing in this universe as a movie.
As a movie, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's almost kind of like a little bit of a slap in the face, but at the same time, you're like, it's still there he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't, he was in the movie, you can't bitch. But I mean, I enjoyed it.
No, totally enjoyable, but
I wish we got more kids killed, but just the idea of countrywide, there's literally just a bunch of kids just getting off. Like, that's pretty fucked on
and they could have. Oh, go ahead, Chad.
I completely forgot, Scoobs. I was going to message you this morning and ask you to look this up about the little epilogue that Tom Atkins wrote for the movie, and I completely forgot, and I'm sorry. But basically, his epilogue is that he didn't stop it, and all the kids died, and his kids were dead, and like after all these bugs and everything came out, there were like these bug demons and shit. I mean, it's a really, really messed up story he wrote.
That was I believe Bloody Disgusting released that about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote they wrote the ending, a new ending to this, like after what happened
I'm pretty sure Atkins, I think Atkins wrote it. Hold on.
Was it Atkins? I just saw that they wrote. I don't remember
if Atkins wrote that shit. That's awesome.
And this movie could have easily been tied into the Michael Myers films. Easily.
I mean, they just didn't have to go back to Michael Myers. They didn't have to go back to Michael
Myers, but to please the people, maybe Silver Shamrock fucking made the goddamn clown mask, and that's why he was partially possessed. But the technology,
so like
wasn't
Michael
there
Myers
yet.
is actually more of a spawn of witchcraft in where your series is going,
and it could have tied into the whole Thorn thing later on.
Well, that's what happens when you get people that don't want to repeat themselves.
See, I'd almost rather have another sequel to this and maybe like the after effect of, granted that dude is dead, but now like all these, like I want to see what would happen even with the kids dead. Because like obviously the parents died they were trapped in the room with their son.
Well, yeah, because so not just was bit by a snake, and the other one just passed out. The mom just passed out. I didn't.
She passed out, but I feel like the snakes like fucked her up anyways.
Yeah,
just because like it was meat.
They had a goddamn fucking diamondback rattlesnake in there. I was like, oh shit, like
that's some powerful fucking magic,
and,
dude.
And pretty much his intention, Cochrane's intention, was to basically just down the population. That's basically what it was. It wasn't so much to take over, at least you could tell, but the epilogue that Chad was talking about, that's where it was like, oh, it's all this shit after. Yet if you look at the Cuffer family, not much else really happens to them. You know what I mean?
I
Not much else
almost would
does.
have preferred to see some kind of like maybe like demonic thing or something come out of the kid than crickets and bugs.
Yeah.
And
But at the same time, effects wise, like that's probably a lot easier of an effect to pull off. You're just like, all right, let's go get some animals. And have them
Brody
fight.
makes
Yeah, they're like,
Brody
"Just get
makes
the
the
creepiest shit
point.
you can find."
Brody makes the
The s-
point that
The
whatever
Stonehenge.
ruin the person has on them, so the spell would react differently to them.
Yep.
So let's say he had the cult of Thorn on him, and then whenever that spell was sent out, it affected him in that manner.
turning him into a cold-blooded killer.
Killer.
Okay.
Because he had the mark of Thorn, which is a Celtic ruin for violence, if you didn't know.
I did
And
not.
then
But
when
the more
he's
you know.
older, and he breaks out, he's drawn to another silver shamrock mask, which is the mask he wears as an adult.
I'd be down.
Theory.
I mean, you know what, dude?
Interesting.
We have retconned that series so much. I don't even
Yeah,
give a
fuck
shit
it.
anymore.
Fuck it.
Fuck
You
it.
know, Blumhouse is, I mean, I don't know if it's just rumors or what, but they supposedly want to do a sequel to
Season
Yeah.
of the bitch. Let's
it.
get it.
Do it.
As long as
Do
we got
it.
Tom Atkins, I'll be
Dude,
happy.
if they bring in Tom Atkins like 40 years later and like maybe like some companies trying to do it again or some bullshit.
No,
or-
if anything,
or they're still
honestly,
dealing with effects. I don't know. Like,
I don't know about you, but I think his role should be him in like a crazy home. Nobody believed him.
So,
Yep.
okay, if they want to do it, fine. Don't have your writing staff from the new Halloween series right.
Nope.
Why, John?
You keep
Right.
Danny
Why?
McBride away from
it's
this
a
shit.
fantastic film. What are you
Listen,
talking about?
I love
How
Danny
dare
McBride.
you be critical of it?
I love Danny McBride. But
I love
not
Danny McBride
necessarily-
as a comedian.
correct.
Yes,
I didn't like him in Alien. I didn't mind him in Alien. From what the hell?
Covenant.
Stick to the comedy, right?
Alien
Peanut butter on
Covenant.
your penis.
Yeah, like give me Red and fucking Pineapple Express.
Oh,
You know what I
Flick
mean?
Snacks
Like-
and Nick Snacks is back.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Brother. What's up, sir?
Give me Kenny Powers.
Ooh,
Kenny fucking Powers.
you know what? Speaking of sexy individuals, by the way,
What about
That's all
sexy?
well and good.
Oh,
Yeah, DKB.
Katie's cutting in.
Snip fucking snip.
Well, howdy doody there, gentlemen. It is I, your DKB, here back for another episode of Gore. And this
Look
week
at that
I'm here
crook
to talk
fuck.
to you about Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now, let me just start right off the bat and come out saying that this film looks fan-fucking-tastic by the man himself. That's right. Let me hear it.
Candy.
Hyundai!
The man himself, Dean Cundy. Is there anything that this man can't do in the cinematography department? I mean, every time he comes to play, these films look fucking fantastic. My God, this film looks exquisite. You can definitely tell, especially after watching Halloween 1 and 2 prior to this. Dean Cundy, what I really appreciate about his cinematography the most is the shadow play that he does. Prime example, The Thing. He really darkens his sets, and he uses like this one tungsten light that just really shines on top of our characters. And I love how he does that with this film. Overall, this is an extremely dark film to an extent. I feel that there's more night shoots than there was day. Moving on from that, the overall film itself, I think it stands great as its own film. Yes, it does have Halloween 3 in the title, but we all fucking know what happened there. And I just really wish I had seen a sequel to this film. I think this is definitely one of the highly underrated, underappreciated films of the 80s. And it's not until pretty much the last few years that everyone's starting to appreciate it a lot more for what it is. And that's, I love that because, like I said, overall, it stands as a fantastic film by itself. I've actually read somewhere that someone had written a script. Sorry, a fucking sequel. From what I recall, some of the script was basically Tom Atkins' character running down the street to try and find his kids after the end of this film. and there was kids like running outside of their homes, like literally crawling on the ground, spewing up all these fucking creatures that were trying to attack people. It was just a batshit crazy idea, and I think there was even zombies involved. So I mean, it's kind of a little bit like Night of the Creeps to an extent, but just with Halloween mask. Anywho, enough about that. Let's move on to Tom Atkins himself. My God, this man is the fucking bomb diggity in the world of horror. I mean, this man can do no wrong. He's one badass motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, just meets this Sheila and then he just starts pegging her. Like the fog.
He does that in the fog too.
It's true.
That
it's
girl
true.
was
Yeah,
looking
but-
thick.
I have something to bring
Yeah, I
up
mean,
to
what
that.
more can I say about him that we already haven't said? I'm assuming
Getting
you
a
guys
fucking
are gonna
soda. I'll be
elaborate
back.
a little bit more on that guy. Yeah, I mean, I really do recommend this film. It's definitely one of my favorites. I put it on. I don't really want to say it's a guilty pleasure because it's not. I find it fan-fucking-tastic every time I watch it. And also, every time I watch it, I find something new. Like, I'll be looking in the background, I'll see something a little bit different that I didn't see before. And I'm like, that's cool. Just picking up on those little tropes. Anywho, enough of that. I'm going to give it a fucking Gore score this week of a 4.2. There we go. This is DKB signing out. And I'll catch you motherfuckers next week. It's whatever that film is. I hope it's a fucking good one, or you're gonna get a 5-minute fucking rant from me taking absolute piss out of that motherfucker.
Well,
I know what it
you
is.
always wanna see it.
I don't, but we'll discuss that later.
Yes.
It's good. Catches.
Later, baby.
Thank you. Oh, I saw the basket. Yeah!
Hey! I think it's safe to say he loves this movie.
I think so.
And rightfully so, though. There's nothing wrong with this movie.
No,
if
there
you
isn't.
took out the word Halloween and just called this Season of the Witch,
Yep.
people would fucking love this movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because there is nothing to hate about this movie.
No, there isn't.
At all.
The only reason was the initial setup of you thinking of what you're going to see and not seeing that. And that's kind of more so on yourself than anything, because of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like to go in blind, but if I know I'm going in blind, I don't usually set my expectations so high.
Now, I will say that as a kid, as a youngster, I did not appreciate this film as much as I do now.
I think that's all kids though who enjoy the series though, because you're just like, oh, that's not
Myers. It's not Myers. And so I outgrew that mindset when my brain developed and I could appreciate films for more than just being slasher films.
Once you start appreciating Tom Atkins macking on women, dude,
yes,
when
dude,
you really can expand your horror.
Dude,
life.
you have
the reason I wanted to be an actor.
She played his though. She
did
play his ass.
So, okay, that's what I wanted to bring up, and I will say, it's not as conflicting as I'm going to make it sound. But Atkins' character in this was a little conflicting to really like, because it's like, bro, he's straight up cheating on his wife the whole fucking time.
No,
they're not. They're divorced.
Yeah, they were divorced.
Well, then that changes
He even
everything,
called her
because
ex-wife.
I missed that, and I was just like, damn, dude.
The only reason why his ex-wife's on his ass is because she wants him to take them fucking trick or treating.
Okay, then I missed that completely, and I apologize. Because I was like, dude, my mind was blown, because I'm like, yo, he's smacking that one nurse's ass. The other one's like, yo, you owe me dinners. I was like, holy shit, dude, this dude is just pimping fucking every woman around.
He's an alcoholic womanizer. That's what it is here.
Yeah, but I feel like the women didn't half mind, honestly. Like,
obviously not.
Well, dude,
it's Tom Atkins.
Tripods. Yeah, right.
Tom Atkins.
Exactly. I mean, look at it, dude. Like,
look at
you
that.
You can't miss it.
You're right.
Damn.
She set him up completely for it. He's like, where do you want to sleep? Now you just asked this. Now you know that's a stupid question. You know what I mean? And then boom. And yeah, it was. And then the fact that she's hunting for her father's killer, but she randomly had time to go out and get some lingerie. Like,
She had it packed. It was already packed.
That was
She knew what
that
she
was in
knew.
her
Yeah,
bag.
that was
knew
the
what
most
she was
bizarre
doing.
thing. Yeah,
That's all that was in that bag that they
Listen,
took out of the
she
car.
went
Just
fully
the
into this
lingerie.
knowing that she was going to try and get some dick that night, even though she
Now-
just
there's
lost
no
her
trying.
father.
She was getting that dick.
Now here's my
right?
question. Was she always a robot?
No,
I
Was
say
that
no.
just
Now,
a setup?
I
No.
don't think I want to say no because I did ask myself that question when it came down to the ending there, and I think they just they killed her and they swapped her out and they just had the robot on the TV.
Yeah, because
the whole
if you
time, so he
notice,
thought
if you
it was
notice
her.
if you notice, the robots never speak.
Yeah, they never do.
The one
Never.
sneezed, but they never speak.
They're just meant to be convincing. They're not meant to be
Oh shit! And she
human.
did never say anything.
She did not.
Nope, she just
She did not.
like,
Second
after
they
turned
left.
and looked at him
Wow.
and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. Wow. I never caught
which
that.
that whole fucking scene was just, dude. It was like Evil Dead with robots. Like,
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
all I
basically.
could think. It was ridiculous, but it was awesome. Like, kind of campy, but just still like, oh man, this is like fucked. I don't know, like, dude, this whole movie's fucked. Like, if you just,
I mean, the premise
Yeah,
alone is
well, that's what I mean.
Premise.
Like, you see that montage of all the kids marching home and shit, and you're like, bro. Oh Jesus, yeah. Oh man, it's great though, dude. Like, I really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, so enjoyed
It's-
so much.
And I agree with Steve. I definitely underappreciated it as a kid. It was.
Although I do,
I mean,
and
I did too. I certainly did. I mean, come on. All right, listen. When you have technically at the time 2 movies, Halloween 1 and 2. Let's just be real. What are you expecting? It's called Halloween 3,
right.
made by these same people that made 1 and 2.
But
Granted, everybody, yes, I get it. But what do you expect? If they
Right.
wanted to make something so different, take
if
out
they-
that 3. Take
Now,
out that
question.
3.
What if they just switched the titles around and made Halloween 3 the actual like subtitle?
Season of the
Called it
Witch.
Season of the Witch, Halloween 3.
I think people would still
think
would have
that-
about it.
I don't think that would
Again,
have
Because they would have expected it.
No.
They would have expected it to tie in somehow to the origin story of Michael Myers.
Because
Okay.
you're giving it 3 when it's 1, 2, 3.
Take the 3 out.
Yeah, just take 3 out. Halloween, Season of the Witch.
Yeah, I mean that
Oh, that's not connected to Halloween 2. It's not a third.
right.
And
'Cause
they
how
still
many
could've
other
continued
Halloween
that with-
movies are there where it's like Tales of Halloween and
You could have continued it saying Halloween. Blah,
Wasn't
blah, blah.
wasn't Resurrection supposed to be called Homecoming?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That was another piece of shit.
Resurrection.
That's still better than
True,
Halloween
motherfucker.
2018.
But the people demanded more Myers, and you know what happens when they when they demand more Myers? We get shitty
I mean,
films.
I don't think
We
anybody.
got Halloween Kills, baby.
I don't think anybody demanded Busta, but
Hey, whoa, whoa,
No.
whoa, 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 whoa.
listen,
No.
I love Busta. I'm just saying, I don't know if
Hey,
he was.
Busta,
You don't got
Busta
flow
made
like
that
him.
movie for me. Busta made that movie for me. That's the only
Right, like
reason
if
I
it
would
didn't
watch
have him,
because
there's
I
no
love
way you
he's
would've made
such
it.
a shitty actor. He's such a shitty actor, but I watch it and I just smile the whole time like a fucking idiot.
Stay tuned for episode 161, where John Dransack has a rap off with Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Lose
shit.
that fucking like in 2 seconds.
Oh man, I'll start writing your eulogy now, John,
Yeah.
because you're
Dude,
gonna
I
get
would-
buried.
I can't even barely get through the intro of the show sometimes without stumbling on my fucking words. I could. Must
He
have
just
had out
finishes
like
it
a
off with
paragraph and a half already. Like,
motherfucker, and you're just like,
yeah, exactly. Like I'm deep in thought still, and he's just like 2 paragraphs in. I'm like, fuck. Ouch.
straight out of Haddonfield. Anyway,
I'm a hippopotamus. My rhymes are bottomless.
Okay, so getting back on track. Okay, my wife asked, and I kind of want to get you guys' opinion before I, say what I thought. Okay, we're watching the movie, and I asked her what she thought. She's like, okay, it was good, but why, when they killed the girl in the medical examiner's office, like, why did they use a drill when the robots just use their bare hands every other time?
Well, maybe because she found out about them. You know what I mean? She was she was investigating more than what everybody else was. So that's what I took it as, is they were more brutal to her because they knew she was onto something and was trying to expose them.
The
I'm
only
just saying
thing
because they don't want to give us the same kill twice.
That too.
That too.
You got
The only thing
you got the weird like brain fucking pinch squeeze thing, and
which you can't do.
They were robots, Bobby. They can do whatever they want.
I just mean in general. Like, there's just no fucking way.
They can do anything.
Would these robots,
Bobby?
There's
would
no
these
way.
robots count as cyborgs? Would these count as cyborgs? Can I add this to my cyborgs list from the other day?
No,
Okay.
I would just say robots.
They were robots. But the only answer
Right,
I could come
robots.
up with was I'm guessing that maybe that kill was added in after the movie was complete, and the producer said, "Hey, can we get one more kill?"
No brain, no pain.
Hey,
I never.
And they just didn't have the budget for an elaborate special effect. I don't know. That's just my guess.
Is this where Dr. Evil got his robots from?
The fembots.
Yeah.
Maybe
Machine Gun
Shamrock. Maybe Silver Shamrock got fembots from the 60s. No, because he didn't have the fembots till the 90s. That's right. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah.
So maybe. What the hell
God.
was her name?
We're tying in Mike Myers again.
What was the German chick's name? Frau
Farbizna.
Frau Bizna.
Well, you guys were talking. You're like, well, how long was she a robot? Well, how long was Austin Powers' girlfriend a robot? Like
the whole time.
Movie.
Oh yeah, that's a good
movie.
She was always a feminine.
I don't know.
They
See,
said that
I still say. I don't know. Maybe it was all an elaborate because why Cochran was kind of like expecting him to show up. So I always thought, and this is just me, I always thought that she was a robot from the get-go. It was all just a setup to get him there for whatever fucking reason. Maybe he wanted him to join him or what, but she was like a more advanced.
So she was the first fembot.
So.
She was a sex bot.
No.
That's just what I always thought.
I think Steve wants her to be a sex bot.
Yeah,
I do want her to be a sex bot
really
because she's fucking hot. She's fucking hot, and I want her for myself.
That's fine. I mean, they make those now. You know that they're like
they do. They look real.
They aren't that hot.
So
Steve
get a piece of
cashes in his
paper, put a
retirement.
face on her.
Get that 401k going.
God, I hope my grandkids never watch this episode.
I'm just picturing Steve wheeling her around in a wheelchair.
I think she'd be doing that. I'm guessing.
I mean, I would just saying.
Shit. Oh shit! So, anyways, we all love this movie. Should we take a peek behind the curtain?
Yeah,
we
let's
got
hear
there
some
with
of
Chad Daddy.
Or Tom Atkins' ass.
Good idea.
Yeah.
let's
Spread
look at
them
that.
cheeks.
Spread the cheeks, Chad.
Spread them wide.
High five. We had the same thought. High five.
Okay. John Carpenter did not plan on having Michael Myers in every Halloween movie, only the first. He wanted a different Halloween-related story each time. But after the first film was a success, producers forced him to use Myers again. He did, but killed off Myers and Loomis to be done with them. Then he produced Season of the Witch to get back to his original plan. But at that point, people were expecting, so it failed. Carpenter then dropped the franchise and sold the rights years later because he wasn't interested in doing more Myers. The new bought Myers and Loomis back in '88 with no explanation how they survived.
That's true. That's fine though.
The fuck was
What is
this?
What's going on here? I see the chat pinging.
Oh God. Ah, there's ass.
Oh yeah.
Hey, are those Ninja Turtles? Is that real?
That's the
I don't
classic
know.
ones.
Somebody just tagged me in it.
Or not? No, those aren't the. Those are.
Oh, they've been showing these for a while, but I don't think they're
Yeah,
a
I've seen them,
legitimate
but I
thing
feel
now.
like there's a. It's a custom make. Like, you can get them, but
No way.
they do look fucking sick.
Okay.
They do.
Continuing.
Oh my
The
God.
movie's novelization was published in '82 by science fiction writer Dennis Etchison under the pseudonym Jack Martin. The movie's critical failure. The book became a bestseller and was even reissued 2 years later after the movie, 1984. Sadly,
And those
the book
and
is
those
better than the
books,
movie.
the Halloween 2 and 3 ones go for mad money too.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got any of them, Robert?
I need to get them, but I am holding out for good condition.
Chad,
None of
you have
them
I
are
have
any of them?
Halloween
condition.
too. I have Halloween too.
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet.
I have to get 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Most of the
One's hard.
novelizations for like Halloween and Friday 13th, they go for pretty fucking penny.
And if
Really
you
want
find
the
a
X
and if
one,
you
dude.
and if you find a Halloween original in good condition, expect to pay about $5.
Fuck. I don't like books that much.
Yeah, I've got Halloween too,
$5.
and,
I'll tell you what, with inflation, that's crazy these days.
It is.
Fuck it.
Okay, continuing on.
So what else we got, Chad?
Did you guys rec phone operator when Chalice he was trying to make a call?
Oh yeah, it was Jamie Lee.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hell yeah.
That
For
was
a
the
little
second
cameo.
film that she put her voice to in Carpenter's film. Well, in those types of films.
What was the other one?
Escape from New York.
Escape from New York.
Ah, nice.
I didn't know what to think. I'm like, yep, Escape from New York. Using the original molds, the Skull Witch and Jack-o'-lantern masks seen in the movie were mass-produced by Dawn Post Studios and sold in retail stores to promote the movie's release.
Nice.
I actually just picked up a skull one this past weekend, and but now that Trick or Treat Studios has them, it has the real emblem on the back.
Nice.
Oh, really?
It's not cardboard. It's real.
Flash.
And it glows in the dark.
Nice.
The chip or the whole mask?
The whole mask.
Can I ask what's the price tag on the Trick or Treat one?
I paid $50 for it.
That's not bad.
That's I think
more.
for those
That's
three, that's like the he had a witch, but I kind of spent money already, so I couldn't.
I'd want the skeleton myself.
But I gotta get the witch and the jack-o'-lantern now. Maybe for Christmas for myself.
All right.
Those are used in the Halloween Kills movie, aren't they?
They are.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Bunch
are.
of little asshole kids on the playground.
And in Halloween 2018.
And
they were
Michael
as well,
kills one of them too.
And they
kills.
They even had the silver shamrock logo.
Yeah.
You know that I
the small
didn't
town
notice, but
I did. The small town of Santa
you?
Mira, California, was also the setting for Invasion of the Body Snatchers in 1956.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've never watched the original. I watched the 70s one.
And that town, Tommy Lee Wallace said, is really like that. Like it's a company town. Like if you walk into it, like they're gonna
there's
look
robots
at you.
everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So there's a question to go with Steve's question.
I'm Googling now to find my sex bot.
Was the whole town just robots?
I don't think the whole town.
I don't think the whole town. No.
But I think
It's the
they were
Stepford
all
Wives
part of the
prequel.
cult.
Well,
I think
I
they were all
figured
part
like
of the same cult.
I mean, like that, yes. And I figured like at least like the innkeeper was real because like the way he was like talking and everything. But like just like the people in the windows and stuff, I was just wondering if like they were robots or not.
That's actually a really good question.
I think they were too afraid of the robots to even step out of the buildings.
That's true because when they had the was it like 7 or 8 o'clock
Curfew.
curfew?
6 o'clock
I thought
curfew.
it was
6
6
o'clock.
6 o'clock.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
they bring in the cat. So
Yeah,
I don't think
right?
a robot would have went for the cat.
Okay, so when they showed the other
I pointed
cat,
that out.
when they showed the other cat on the camera, I'm not gonna lie, like I was expecting almost like an auto turret on the camera to like. I'm like,
So was I.
It's gonna fucking blast.
Oh my god, the poor cat.
We were watching that,
we
and
did
I was
not
like,
get
holy
that.
shit, that curfew's so strict, they even bring in a kitten.
That's how you know
Only
shit
with
hits the
cat out.
fan.
Like they're gonna
That
kill the
shit-
cat. Like fuck, dude. 6 o'clock. It's like fuck.
It's
dude.
6 o'clock curfew.
And then Tom Atkins is out just getting booze. Love it.
Yep, getting booze, and then he goes on later to suck on some boobs.
Booze and
That's right.
boobs.
What else we got, Chad Eddie?
Garden Stevens refused to wear the prosthetic mask during the misfire scene, so a body double was used to complete the scene.
That's a good movie.
During a reunion panel for the cast and crew in the summer of 2015, Tom Atkins and Stacey Nelkin confirmed the bedroom scene was one of the very first things that they shot together. They found out she was quickly cast as Ellie due to time restraints on the studio's part, and the two had barely gotten acquainted beforehand.
What
So-
better
way
way
to
to
get
get
acquainted.
acquainted? Now, yeah, what
So-
better way to get
Hey,
acquainted?
Congratulations, you got the job.
Now you
This
gotta
is
go
Tom
fuck.
Atkins. Now Tom's gonna suck on your titty. All right, now go. Like, that's literally what happened.
The no nipple clause is what they had. For
Like
that
they might
scene.
have got a handshake, and it was like, all right, and now go.
Yeah, they got a handshake.
Dude,
All
that
right.
was probably her audition. They're like, this is Tom, your co-star. He's going to suck in your titty for a minute.
Should I stand up or lay down? All right, perfect.
You know what? If Harvey Weinstein produced it, that's exactly what would have happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, remember Angry Feminist message Chad Chrisman.
Thank you, boss.
The gas station scene in this movie can also be seen in The Fog.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which you could also catch on a previous episode of Gore More.
Yes.
Not the remake.
No,
No,
not that
not
piece
the
of shit.
remake.
Never. Never.
That was the one with Tom Welling, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I hear some.
Okay. In an interview with the Pittsburgh Press newspaper shortly, before the movie's release, Tom Atkins told Town Publication he didn't know how the movie was going to end because they shot a couple of different endings.
Couple of different endings. Nice.
Tom Atkins and Garn Stevens, who played Marge Gutman, were husband and wife at the time of this film.
No way.
That's cool.
That I did not know.
Okay, so the film's original director was supposed to be Joe Dante. The original director, Joe Dante, he approached Nigel Neal to write the movie, temporarily living in Hollywood, Creature from the Black Lagoon, for director John Landis that was never made due to budget cost. To answer Brody Kane, no, I do not know what those endings were, but I can probably do a little bit of digging and hopefully bring that up on a future episode. Dante wanted a new and different story than the two previous movies in the story, so he suggested Neil Ryder treatment around the word Halloween. Though based on other reports, Carpenter has different Halloween-themed stories for his movies. The producers liked the idea, and after on to another project, John Carpenter's regular collaborator, Tommy Lee Wallace, came in as the new director. Neil initially blamed the drastic changes to his script on Dino De Laurentiis not translated to Italian. Neil suggested his writing screen credit be removed once the mystery screenplay was rewritten by an uncredited Carpenter and then later Wallace to include more gore and simplify the story.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, just a little tidbit on Dante and all this shit. Most of the actors who they wanted to play the robot henchmen were actually extras, and they were originally supposed to be all redheads.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
That would have been an interesting theme to go with.
Well, I think we're going with the whole Irish thing.
No, which personally, me being Irish, I like that there was an Irish guy as the villain. I don't know why. Like, that doesn't happen a lot. So
yeah, and he's real Irish too,
right?
Like,
yeah.
they all talk. They all talk about like. Sorry, go ahead.
And he was also not quite, but kind of the bad guy in RoboCop.
The second one. The second one more so than the first one.
That's the second one.
Says there's not a lot of Irish bad guys. Stares at Martin Scorsese.
Besides. I mean, at the same time, I'm also a fan of Irish good guys.
Yeah, I'm on it, Brody. I'm on it.
Steve's not going through next to one of them bitches in a long. For a while,
oh God.
But
okay, Nancy Keyes, who plays Dr. Chalice's ex-wife in the movie, John, who was also.
Hey man, like I said, I'm sorry I missed that. I might have been like looking at IMDb at the moment because sometimes I like to pull that shit up while watching the movie, so it might have been just that.
And she was also Annie in Halloween. She was expecting her first child with the movie's director, Tommy Lee Wallace, during filming.
That's awesome.
Oh,
congratulations for that.
The music playing on the radio when Marge Gutman notices the tag on the floor was also played in The Fog.
Mm-hmm. It's played when she's driving up the way to the lighthouse.
Yep.
Okay.
The movie takes place from Saturday, October 23rd to Sunday, October 31st, dating it to 1982. The days and dates are actually chronologically accurate.
Very nice.
And what's awesome is Halloween's on a Sunday this year.
Yes, it is.
It was kind of fitting.
I was going to point that out. I was like,
it's going to happen this year. 2021 just going to end in a bang, dude. Masks are going to kill a bunch of kids. It's going to be the new pandemic.
Yo, could you imagine?
No. Like, what? The owner of Spirits just like, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it, dude. Like, I love that movie so much. I'm going to make it fucking happen.
Listen, these past 2 years, we've had some strange fucking shit happen.
Yes, we have.
It's all the Illuminati.
Don't put
bro.
it past anything. Next thing you know, you're gonna have. If it's not now, it's gonna be the Christmas season with some sort of shit.
This is the only movie aliens
I totally
have seen.
see. Wait, Krampus. I was gonna say I
He
could
said
totally
it's
see.
not
I just want to see Christmas cult movies, like almost like this, but with Christmas shit.
Cult of Claws.
There you go. Ooh. Where does Santa really come from?
The new Hallmark movie.
I'll tell you what, as long as it's not as boring as that shitty fucking Rare Exports movie.
Fair. Hey man.
Oh my god,
listen,
that was a piece of shit.
Don't make me find worse because Christmas is coming up and we got to find 4 more Christmas movies.
No.
I will fucking dig to the bottom of the barrel, Scoobs. Don't make me do it.
Do not pull another Stan Helsing. No.
Personally, I kind of was already Ginger Dead Man myself, but we'll see.
Ginger Dead Man.
Gary Busey.
Right. Just because I was like, yo, man, it's got the Buse. So
that would be a step up.
Okay, continuing on the movie takes place on Halloween 1982. The children in the movie are told to wear their masks and watch the television at 9 p.m. on a Halloween night, at which time the chip in the masks would be activated. In reality, the movie Halloween was broadcast on NBC at 9 p.m. on Sunday, October 31st, 1982.
That's the
big That's awesome.
So that was actually kind of accurate with the way they showed it, because Halloween was the movie playing then.
I just wonder how many parents, like, if it was a Sunday night, no, you're going into a school day, like, how many parents would be letting their kids watch TV at that point? Just saying, like, I don't know. Everybody parents different, obviously. So
I'm sure there was a lot of begging. Mommy, please.
Possibly. Like, that would have saved my kid's ass just because I'm like, nah, man, school night, you're in bed at 8. I don't give a shit. Like, you don't have to go to sleep, but you got to be in your room. Like,
okay. So did anybody keep track of how many times the Silver Shamrock theme was played?
Too many.
37.
37?
I'm going to say 12.
14.
I was close.
Okay.
Plays 4 times at the gas station, once at Linda Chalice's home, once at the hospital, once in the bar, twice on the TV screens in the shop window, twice on the radio, once in the hotel office, once in test room A, and then in the final scene.
Happy Halloween.
I like how that song came about too. You know what that song's based on, right? Just listen to it.
Yeah,
Right.
London Bridge.
Yeah.
The reason for that being is because London Bridge is in the public domain, so they don't have to pay anybody.
Public domain.
They did. They're like, we don't have anything in the budget to make this, so find something that's PD.
Dig it.
Oh shit!
What else we got, buddy? What else we got, brother?
Hold on, I lost my place. I held it and it scrolled down.
Damn computers!
We are a live show, people. We are a live
When
show.
Cochran speaks to Daniel in the holding cell, he mentions the ancient Irish holiday. I say it Samhain because if I say it the right way, nobody's going to know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Samhain!
Samhain.
Whatever.
So the sacrifices referred to by are references to pagan tradition rituals that were developed in the early stages of the ancient holiday. Cochran says he based his planned holiday of Samhain. Many customs associated with the Halloween holiday have their roots Samhain. I got the impression. Did you guys get the impression too that like he was like around for all that?
Yes.
Kind of.
That's what I was kind of wondering. Like, was this dude ancient? Like,
I think he's supposed to be. If you think about it, why?
But then he
wouldn't
just got
be?
fucked over by the TV monitor.
Because
circle
where
and
would the whole witch thing have come in? So I took it.
He
as
is the
was
witch.
He's the witch.
Yeah, because he didn't say when he's talking about the ancient practices, he's not saying they, he's saying we.
Yeah. Right? Like he was. I would.
Like he was there.
I would have to say yes. Like I think he was there.
Oh yeah,
Tom Atkins just fucked his shit up.
Pretty much. I mean,
that's why he was so pissed off about the German thing from the 17th century. Because like I'm assuming he got that when it was brand new. You know what I mean?
Listen when he talks about that stuff. Just listen to him. He just goes off like, just must find a replacement from 1785.
Seriously?
Are you kidding me?
Stupid Facebook.
Reading right now.
Facebook.
That's
fucking shit. Goddamn.
Well,
cunt.
YouTube still got her back. That's all right.
Zuckerberg can suck my balls. Continuing on, the second John. This is the second Carpenter produced film. The first being The Fog, where Tom Atkins ends up having a sexual relationship with a much younger woman who makes the first move on him.
Mm-hmm. Twice.
Meanwhile, that's also the one movie where it's like, let's have a beer while driving.
Yeah.
Oh, people did that a lot back then.
Oh yeah, you could. Dude. Oh my
80s,
dad was like, dude, I used
people
to
still do it now.
That. Yeah, well,
I'm not saying it's approved or should, but it does happen. Not this guy. I don't drink. Anyways.
Okay, and finally, after Dan shouts "Stop it" on the phone at the movie's very ending, the screen cuts to black and then the ending credits. Originally, the ending theme wasn't going to be played during the credits. Instead, it was supposed to be the screams of millions of children being murdered. Directors decided not to add this, so the ending could be ambiguous and add a possibility that they were saved. When lead actor Tom Atkins saw this new ending, he was much more satisfied with the movie and likes to imagine his character's struggles weren't in vain. Despite the movie ending with ambiguity over whether Chalice saved the children by convincing them, the broadcasting company to stop the commercial, the novelization makes it very clear in describing that Chalice failed. It is described that the endless screams of dying children could be heard throughout the station, the town, and the land beyond.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how I figured it happened regardless, because you didn't get any closure on that third channel. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, nope, it happened. So another reason why I enjoy this movie.
Although Tom Atkins did say that he believes that it ended happily.
See, I feel like not every movie has to end happy. Like it can end on a fucked up.
Of
note.
Course.
It just
yeah.
It just adds that much more of like factor after it. Like you really got to sit there and think about it. You're like, holy shit, dude. Now I was almost gonna say, or thought you were gonna say that they were gonna go just completely silent during the end credits, which I think also would be interesting too if they just like left you on a cold note like that. Just no music, just there's
you know, it makes me wonder, like, what if we got that with all those kids fucking screaming through the credits? Like,
that'd be fucked, dude.
Like that would be wow. Like,
as money. Go ahead, bud.
I was just gonna say, you also have to wonder how many kids actually had them, because they were really popular, but there's guaranteed to be a lot of parents that were going to tell those kids, "I'm not going to buy those; those are expensive."
Yeah, because
true,
I know my poor Mexican ass, my grandma or my mom or somebody would have made me a fake fucking mask, so I'd have been safe.
Yeah, and I would have had one of the Ben Cooper plastic ripoffs. They were held one with fucking a rubber band.
Yeah. My mom or my aunt would have sewed some shit for me. It wouldn't have been.
Maybe his intention was not everybody because of what happens after, like that epilogue.
Well, it's going to get a lot of people.
He just wanted to pull Thanos, at least get half.
Right.
Although I think I like Cochran's idea of doing it, though. It's like, I just really want to kill you.
Right.
And I'm going to do it.
I mean, it's also kind of random. It's just whoever buys it. So yeah, if you're poor, you're good to go.
We were poor, so I would have been good.
Right, you're good. Fuck it. Just keep going. All right. So is that it, Chad Daddy?
That's it.
All right, we are on to the questions. Gentlemen, what format was this watched on?
Blu-ray DVD from the box set.
There you go.
Amazon
Prime.
Boss man.
Anchor Bay Blu-ray.
Ooh. And I come in with the low ball. I got the DVD double pack of 2 and 3. So.
I thought you were going to say like VHS. I'd be like, yo, that's cool.
I do have Halloween. I have 78 on VHS. I don't have any.
He's got the old Good Times VHS.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right. And I'm assuming obviously quality for you gentlemen was amazing, especially on the digital.
Especially seeing that ass on that. Yeah.
So was the digital the 4K scan?
No.
It's only available on the discs right now.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. All right. Dish of the film.
I mean, Cochran.
I mean, yeah, he literally was just kind of doing this He was doing this
As
for
a-
the reason of Halloween, but even he said it was also kind of a joke. So
You know what though? That kid was kind of a douche too. He flipped his mom off as he was riding his bike in the
Yeah,
street.
he was.
I thought that was fucking hilarious.
A little asshole.
He's a little
I thought it was
asshole.
hilarious.
He's a little fucking asshole.
Dude,
I mean, he
that
got.
whole
He,
thing-
I mean,
that
he
whole
got what he
family
had
were
coming to him.
assholes, dude.
Nah,
Who the-
come
I
on,
guess,
Mr.
yeah.
Cuffro was nice.
Okay,
Yeah, he
first
was
of all, that whole parking lot scene. Who the fuck just rolls up and just because you see somebody walk in front of your car, you instantly try to like have full on conversation with them? No, fuck off. Leave me alone. I'm walking to my room.
ever
Like,
been
you
to
know what I mean? Like,
Pennsylvania?
Look, this was a different time, Johnny D. You weren't alive
Yeah.
in those times.
He's a salesman. The
expect
guy's
you to
a salesman.
understand.
Everything's a sales pitch.
no, but even the lady, like, I obviously she was a saleswoman too because she was
So-
picking up an order. But when she showed up and she just started like randomly bitching, but she wasn't actually like, it was just I don't know. I was just, why is everybody talking to him, dude? Like, just go to your fucking room. I don't know.
It was the 80s.
Yeah,
Continue.
were they?
It depends on the part of the world.
Favorite kill, gentlemen. Of
Oh,
Halloween
the
movie?
pulling of the socket. Like,
Misfire.
I
Ooh.
see. This movie makes me always look at the human skull very closely. I'm like, how much can you dig into that skull to pull it apart? Like,
I mean, you're a robot, so
Hey, can
I
you
don't
guys-
know.
I know,
Can
but
you
just
guys see and
still,
hear me?
like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Why? Can
Okay,
you
because
not
I
see or hear you.
had a line there for him to say.
Oh.
I'm good now. I
You are.
think.
I was gonna say you are in the yeller, but
Because I like to watch the struggle that he goes through. He literally just puts his fingers in there, and you watch him struggle as he pop, and it's like, oh,
I mean that definitely was like a weird,
I'm
like that was definitely a fucked up different kill.
and
But
you don't see someone
That
like,
really made me
yeah,
squirm.
like-
I want to
'Cause
go
that-
with this. I
That
think I gotta go
pumpkin
Miss-
head sequence is pretty fucked just because of how effective it is.
You're talking about like the trial with the kid.
Yeah.
And if you-
oh, go ahead, Bob.
And if you're watching that scene like on the new formats, you hear his head start to like melt and shit happen to it.
Yeah?
It goes from, and then you see it him start to peel it away. If you look closer, you could see his mouth wide open.
Yeah, I
and his
didn't notice
eyes are
that
like,
until last night.
That shit was awesome, dude.
Yeah, you could like see his mouth
I
like
noticed that
open
too.
and his teeth and stuff, and yeah.
Dude, I do like the eye pinch, man, but I feel like the misfire just
Yep.
because the after shot of that
Dude, like
lady's
just her
fucking
mouth was
face.
all fucked up. Yeah,
Dude, she went straight Predator, and it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, like I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with that one just because it was like the direct shot of Gore. Like, I wish we saw the drill one better, but the drill was just like kind of the fake out, like, oh, you know what's happening because her legs stopped moving.
Watch Slumber Party
Yeah.
Massacre if you want to drill.
Which one, buddy?
that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. All four of them are pretty good.
Big
I
Dad.
was gonna say all of them.
Yeah. All of them.
Uncle Buck, what?
That too.
All right. So best scene, gentlemen.
Conal Cochran's speech, because I like how he explains what Halloween's really about.
Great with Bobby.
That
That
was
was
my
good.
pick too.
It's always good to get the it's
And
always
it
good to
was
get the
darkened, and
villains.
you could only see him.
And not only that, I like how he, although we in America call it Sam Hain, the real is Samhain. I like how he says Samhain instead of Sam Hain.
Because he's that old school Irish man. He's like,
Legitimate.
Well, that's what
600
it,
years
no
old.
but that's also what it is called. Only in America is it called Sam Hain.
the only reason I know it as Sam Hain. Hey, the only reason I know it as Sam Hain is because fucking Ghostbusters. It was an actual character in it. So
yeah,
that's how I learned about it.
I'm gonna say my favorite scene was the bedroom scene when they get out to go see what the fuck's going on in the room. Only
Oh,
because
after
we
she
get to
got
see-
killed, yeah.
Only because we
Oh,
get to
yeah,
see
yeah.
Tom Atkins' ass. Yeah.
Boo!
I mean, it was a
Somebody
great
had
scene.
scene.
somebody had to say it. Somebody had to
Fair
say
enough.
it.
Fair enough.
I will take that.
Fair,
one,
yep,
James?
fair enough.
I like that
Atkins'
whole
ass.
scene. I did like that whole scene though, just because of how weird it was of them going out and not even seeing an ambulance, but just this like random
Yeah, this
fucking
white truck.
conversion
Or,
van,
van
show up
picking her up. Yeah.
with a bunch of dudes in fucking lab coats. Like,
See,
what
They're
Brody
taking
agrees
her
with
to-
me.
They're
Yeah,
taking
dude.
her to the factory. She have the marvelous facility there for emergency treatment. Really?
Really at the factory? You got like the best fucking hospital. At
But
the
honestly,
factory?
like anything that happens once they get to the factory is just wild.
yeah.
Oh fuck it, dude!
Yeah.
I loved them. Okay, so that almost is a tie for me. Is just walking through the whole mask making process during that tour.
Yeah,
Because
and it was cool to see.
It was, dude, just because obviously all of us appreciate a really good fucking mask. And it was just, I don't know, it was just awesome. Because I was even watching, I was like, man, I would love to work at a place like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit what you put me on, whatever line, I'm going to be happy.
I'm cool with this.
Imagine the discounts.
Discounts, I'm taking it free.
Just, I mean, you know, so you just got to take the chip off, right? So,
who says
I
I
heard
want to take
Chad
the chip
Daddy
off?
pop in, but I don't see. Oh, there he is.
Who says I want to take the chip off?
All right.
There we go.
Let's just see what happens. Buddy, we are on best scene.
Best scene. I was saying I agree with Bobby. The whole
okay. The monologue.
Yes, sir.
Like, you know, screen is dark and you only see him. That's almost like there's a spotlight. Like it's a stage play. The spotlight is straight on. So you have no but to pay attention to his speech.
All right. Okay, so opening scene, did it hook you in?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it was very suspenseful because you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Dude just getting run down by or chased down by a car. What the fuck's going on?
Yep.
And then dude, like G-Men style dudes in suits chasing him. Even the wife said, and I almost had to agree with her, she's like, it feels almost like an episode of like X-Files or something at first.
Yeah, very much so.
Kinda, yeah.
And I asked, I was like, what do you mean? And she kind of explained, I was like, yeah, I could see that. Like just with the weird, they're almost like the aliens in X-Files where they're just taking fucking people out left and right.
Yeah.
Okay, so most attractive character.
Really?
Under Chad's face.
So Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins' ass, more specifically.
I'm gonna go with Ellie because goddamn.
I mean, dude,
I still have a crush
She was
on
really
her.
cute. She was.
She had them eyes, dude.
Brunettes, man, brunettes.
Right.
I already went with Atkins' ass for best scene.
That's
so
true.
I'm
You
going
can't
with
double
Ellie.
up. You can't double.
I can't
No,
double
that's
on the
fine.
ass. I don't want to be greedy with the ass. So,
But yeah, they were handsome and attractive main characters, we will say for sure.
Yes, they were.
All right. Did the score set the mood?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I love this score. It's a classic.
I thought it was great, especially in the third act. Dude,
Howarth did this one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. They created the electronic coloring book.
2 and 5 are still my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, music wise, just
I figured that.
Yeah.
5 wasn't bad music wise.
It's just so different. You know what I mean? It's just
the best.
Yeah, two's themes are just really fucking badass. It's definitely a different flavor than the 78 because it's more synthwave. And then I think Carpenter was really starting to come into his own as a composer at that point. So
That's true.
just
He had
hits all the notes.
a few more under the belt and everything like that.
And I think I like 5 enough because I think it goes into just a different direction, just like this number 2 score did. That it also kind of fits the wacky nature of that film. I
haven't seen 5 enough to even honestly.
I will say this: the soundtrack for Halloween Kills is really good. The score.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was. I thought it was pretty good.
It is really good.
I know some of us don't.
Oh, and Gore and more listeners. Robert and I are trying to get together to talk about the Halloween 5 alternate opening that just released on the Scream Factory 4K. So stay tuned for that.
Yes,
It's
we
fucking great.
we'll get together to do that. Hopefully in time for Halloween. If not, Halloween season is still Halloween season until Thanksgiving. So we'll get it done.
Yeah, it's always time to talk about the Cult of Thorns.
Real quick on the soundtracks, I am a partial to 4.
4 is pretty cool. Did the same guy do 4 and 5?
He did 1, 2. He did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, but it's all Alan Howarth then.
It's all Alan Howarth. Technically, 2 is actually all Alan Howarth. He just used Carpenter's tapes and then he dubbed things over them.
Well, then that would explain why 2 is so completely different.
Mm-hmm. I like Bobby's magic hands as he's explaining.
What film inspired Carpenter to write the theme for Halloween?
Was it a film? I thought it was his father's 4-5 time that he taught him.
That's what I thought.
I know he brings that up too.
He watched Suspiria in theaters and knew that then he had to write music to Halloween that was that synth music, just like that.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. That's one I think we need to throw in the list down the road for sure.
Yeah. I actually watched it.
That'll be a long fucking episode.
That's okay.
Talking about Suspiria.
We might do it. Maybe it'll be our first 2-part.
That might be a Snyder cut.
2-part review.
Yeah.
That's fine. Snyder cut. Yeah, we're not doing fucking 4-hour episode again. Best song.
The Halloween Happy Halloween song.
Dover Shamrock
Nah,
jingle. There you go.
don't really even want to agree with that, honestly. But at the same time, it's probably
It gets
the only one I
stuck in
know
your
from it.
head.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know because I played it for my daughter because she was like, "What is it?" And
Halloween,
thank you, Scoops.
Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
I was literally singing down. I was like, "What is it?" I'm like, 6 more days till Halloween. Like, I'm just gonna be doing it all fucking week, dude. Just count it down. Favorite character besides Tom Atkins?
Oh fuck.
Ooh,
Connell Cochran.
Love interest.
yeah.
Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the innkeeper. You seem like a very energetic Irishman.
But he was a boot.
He was. Well, he's getting probably paid off from fucking.
It's really hard to say anybody other than Atkins because
How can you
I mean,
not
there's
be?
really
He's like-
not a lot of other characters in the film.
No,
I mean,
there's
there
not.
are, but they didn't really have a lot of. I mean, the robots.
You know
never
why?
fucking talked,
Because he was even though he was a doctor in this film, he went full on his other roles and became a detective.
Yep.
5 minutes into this.
Brody's pick is Dick Warlock as the robot.
Sold.
There
That
you go.
works too. I like it.
Connell Cochran for me.
Yeah, I would have to go with Cochran also
Because he was devious, yet he had that like really sweetness to him when he talked at certain times. But then he could just flick it and be like, "I am a devious human being."
The maniacal old man. All right.
And he didn't overdo it. He did it with a subtlety.
Right. Till he got really into his story at the end. Was it scary?
Yeah,
Kind of, if you really think about it, like we
I
pointed
think
out.
so.
Technically, this is almost about the end of the world in a way. If you
I
think
think
about
it would have been scarier if they would have given us the screams at the end.
Oh fuck
That
yeah,
would
yeah.
have made
Oh,
the
yeah.
entire that would have made the entire movie scarier. I didn't think it was scary. I don't think this is one of the scary ones.
No, I mean the concept of it for sure.
Yes.
Just the idea of mass kids getting killed over instantaneously.
I think
fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
Damn rich kids.
What if
with
it was
their
your, what if it was
shamrock
your
masks.
future grandkids or something? I don't know.
Yeah, fuck them too.
All right.
Yo, that ain't right.
Scoop's pulling a classic Drew Carey. He's just out there with fucking shit spraying it. He's like, man, I'm fucking cold. Fuck the future.
Fuck the grandkids.
Yeah. Fuck this. All right.
Look, grandkids, if you ever hear this, grandpa, you can grandpa's right here. Fuck you.
I hope to God somehow, for whatever reason, that actually gets to your future.
I'm going to hold on to this now.
Oh shit! All right, so does it hold up today?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I will.
And
I
I-
see it in 4K.
And that goes to show,
The
with
fuck
people
is that
that
noise?
appreciate the
I don't
film.
know.
Not
I
me.
just heard that
Sound like a
shit.
dog.
I heard it, but it's not me.
Sound
That
like something
noise-
getting moved,
It's my fucking upstairs neighbor.
moving furniture.
It
Sounds like a table getting fucking scraped along the fucking floors.
I just yelled at them.
Cut the shit.
Oh!
You can hear
You
the
can
audio.
hear him.
For you audio,
hear
listeners,
him.
Steve is screaming right now. You can fucking see it in his face, and I wish you guys
can
could
hear
it. I wish
him.
we could. Oh, yeah, dude, again, it's still coming through.
He's laughing at it.
Dude. Oh, that was great. Thank you for that, Scoops.
I don't know how, but we could totally hear that.
I don't know
heard you,
how
dude.
my mic was muted. What the fuck?
we could
It was
hear
going through the mute, dude. It was just too loud.
Hey, fuck you.
Holy shit.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So,
about
no,
that.
you're
We
fine.
can edit
So-
that out. We can edit that out.
Yeah, I
No,
can clean that
no,
up.
leave it in. That's funny.
No, when we fix that, make sure we boost those sound signatures in post.
Yeah, that's right. Enhance them levels.
Yes.
Get that in. Fucking A. All right, so what were we? Oh, does it hold up today? That's what we were on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all said yes.
Okay, so acting. Good,
Excellent.
bad.
Oh, great! Everybody did
Excellent.
wonderful. There's not 1 ounce of bad acting. Not one.
Perfectly said, gentlemen. The coup de grace. I think the question.
Really?
Can we skip this
Really?
one because we know
We already
it's gonna be nothing
know.
but praise.
So, just for you guys out there, if you want to head over to projectlouder.net, we have this sweet fucking merch tab. And what you can do is click that bad boy, and it'll take you to all these delicious shirts that our lovely network has. And if you see the one that Chad Daddy or myself is wearing, you can get yourself a Dean Cundy. Courtesy of the Gore More podcast. And if you're Cundy fans like we are, you fucking need one. So yeah, go do that. And how was that for cinematography question? Was that all right?
Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect.
I think that sums it up in about a nutshell.
I mean, dude, you cannot shit on this. This thing fucking looks great, dude. Every shot, all the just different angles, the lighting.
It's fucking Gundy, man.
Dude,
How
Yeah,
about
seriously.
the beautiful tracking shots just of the car going by as it's going into the town?
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to Brody about that the other day.
Oh, he took
you know?
the mic up. Here we go.
Yeah. So this is actually an inside joke between Chad and I from the other night. Chad, how unprofessional is this?
We're live at the con.
Okay. So what the fuck are we talking about again?
Cinematography.
Cinematography.
See, I was talking about this, like Dean Cundy, like on the first Halloween film, like it's fucking dope, right? But by Halloween 2, like it's a fucking art. Like everything is just on point. And then this film, completely different nature, but it's a whole nother fucking level and a whole nother way that he approached this because it's such a different film. And it's just great to see that.
It's so like just the shots of like every pan shot you see where you can see one of the robot guys like just in the doorway.
But he has style,
like,
and you can see that translate in all these first 3 films, and it's just mwah.
You know what? I know this might sound weird, but one specific shot I really liked is when the first robot got out of the car and it just showed the shot from the headlight down the front panel of the car.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was. I fucking dug that shot. It just looked cool. Like it was super ominous. But Chad Daddy, you were saying?
I was just gonna say it's amazing how he went from doing these great John Carpenter classics to doing like fucking Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like,
and I think that you can see just how
the talent,
like that's the beginnings of all of that within this work. I mean, you can do a whole podcast on just why he chooses to do certain shots over certain things in certain situations. It's just awesome the way he thinks and the way that he talks and approaches filming. It's awesome. If you guys ever have a chance, look up Dean Cundy talking about cinematography. It's great.
And follow that handsome man on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes.
Some great posts.
And real quick,
he is a very handsome man, by the way.
He is. We might not have had him for this movie had he done a little movie called Poltergeist, because he was interviewing for that.
Really?
He was interviewing for that while they were in pre-production for Halloween 2, and he decided to side with his friends.
You say that. Now, how cool would a Tobe Hooper, Dean Cundy movie be?
Oh, I know.
That would have been pretty fucking
I'm just thinking
wicked.
of that. I mean, it had some pretty amazing shots, but imagine if Cundy did it.
That's big natural titties right there. In another world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if Cundy shot Poltergeist?
Yeah, keep flexing, Brody.
Dude. Brody, you always be on Instagram. Motherfucker.
I think that's enough about Cundy, boys.
Yeah.
I think we all talked about the story throughout this whole podcast. I think we all generally love the fucking premise of this.
Yeah.
Mainly because they were like, here's the franchise. We're going to steer in this fucking direction. And they held fucking tight. And we like it because, we always know we veered back on course and gave us that awesome Halloween 4. I think we all can agree that Halloween 4 has some of the best opening shots in cinema, at least for the Halloween season.
Oh, like especially like the pan shots over the fields and everything?
Yeah, that's the tits.
I mean, let's just be real. It's probably the 3rd best of the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be real. I dare you to fight me on that one. Do it.
Robert, nobody will fight you, but I will hug you. Maybe a kiss too. Okay. Where are we? Recycle, rewind, remake, and reboot.
Rewind for
Rewind
days.
for days, dude.
Don't
Rewind.
remake this.
I need to get that 4K, so I want to watch it in 4K. So I'm gonna
Me too.
rewind in. Or I'm just
So,
like upgrade.
There is a reboot in the news, so
I would say rewind and reboot.
Yeah,
same.
I think a more modern take would be cool. I mean, if you applied it to like internet shit, like a TikTok trend, be like, oh, wear the mask and do the dance, and then it sets off some sort of fucking thing, and then everybody's doing it. You can easily do it modern.
Dude.
That would be.
Yeah. So like, hey, play the Silver Shamrock song and do the dance on TikTok. Da, 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 and the kid just fucking falls dead at the end.
Would it go too close to Kingsman, where like everybody's head would explode because of the cell phone signal?
Who knows?
Or
well, I would still want to see like a supernatural.
Yeah, you got to keep the witchy elements of it, you know.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
I
bring the demons in. Like, bring the demons.
I would honestly, if they're going to, you better have that witchcraft.
I think that there's only one thing that they need to do: bring in Leigh Whannell. They'll save you all. Okay. Yeah, let's rate this.
Bad boy. Let me pull up my calculator.
What Brody give it?
4.2.
4.
Pretty decent.
So Scuba, you want to start us off with everybody?
I'm gonna give this movie a 4.5.
All righty. Bossman.
So I'm gonna rate this as a film, not as part of the Halloween franchise. I'm gonna give this 3.5.
Okay. Bobby?
I'm gonna rate it at a 4.0.
Chad Daddy.
A quarter for me, brother.
Okay. And I'm going to give it a 3.8. Righty. So that gives us a 4.01. So a 4 for Halloween.
Fucking
Season of the
solid.
Witch.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I will, yeah.
At all.
1982. All right. Awesome. Chad Daddy, what are we talking about next week there, brother?
Next week's episode, it's the Maniac Cop trilogy. We got Maniac Cop 3.
Woo! Bill Lustig's Maniac Cop 3. What is it? Badge of Silence?
Badge of
Yes,
Silence.
Badge of Silence.
Now, while it is not the best movie ever, but it's not the best movie out of the three, but Cordell returns, and you know I fucking love me some Cordell.
This is like ultimate zombie Cordell, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
The only thing I don't really like about him in this movie is the makeup. I like the second
I believe
one's makeup better.
the 4K from Blue Underground's coming out soon as well. So
it is on Tubi and Pluto and Vudu and Amazon. So anybody interested, you can pretty much fucking find it everywhere.
I think Brody has Maniac Cop 2 on Blu-ray, not 3. Or maybe he has 2 and 3 and not 1. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Who knows?
Because what was it? 2 and 3? 2 and 3 are always packaged together and one's by itself, right?
Yeah.
Normally,
we
yeah.
discussed that on our previous episode.
Dude, Bill Lustig loves to sell his movies in all sorts of ways. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, gentlemen, we are on to nerd news. Let's get nerdy. Anybody got anything to talk about?
I really don't, other than Tom Holland teased the
Uncharted movie.
Well, no, he teased a new villain that said people's minds were going to be blown, that him and his brother, while filming the scene, were completely in awe at the villain that was on screen.
We're talking for Spider-Man?
For Spider-Man, Far From Home. And apparently it's somebody that nobody has said anything about yet.
Interesting.
So it wouldn't be Scorpion then.
Right. He's already been introduced, kind of, though.
Yeah, and people are him.
And we've already had, say if you just put Bruce Campbell behind Mysterio's mask, that would do it for me. But,
I'll tell you what, maybe we were thrown a swerve. Maybe it was a curveball. Maybe we're not getting the Green Goblin. Maybe it's Goblin.
Maybe it's Harry. No, that guy's canceled.
Yeah, they won't get him in. He's canceled.
But which one? Because there was Harry and Amazing Spider-Man that also turned into Green Goblin.
Hey, speaking of that, did you see some of the stuff's coming out about like the whenever the universe split and they found out that they weren't making Spider-Man 3, that the whoever's running Sony's Spider-Man thing at the time started freaking out on Kevin Feige and threw a sandwich at him.
She said she couldn't remember. She threw a sandwich at him, threw him out of her office, or both.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I got something for nerd news. If you are a Ghostbuster fan,
You gonna talk about the proton pack?
Yeah. So Hasbro, it will be dropping in 2 days, 10/27. The Spangler. I don't think they're actually calling it yet, or they haven't announced it. But essentially, this is the follow-up to the Spangler wand that was dropped last year for 100 bones.
Is this heavy aged?
I believe it's going to be, because this is going to be straight from the new movie. I don't know if it's necessarily going to have any upgrades on it, but they also, I loved how they did the reveal, because they haven't revealed it yet. They've only did a sneak peek, and they just pulled up the cover enough to show the bottom of the cyclotron. So it's almost like a girl just pulling her skirt up a little bit to give you a little bit of leg. Like it's just enough to entice you, and you're like, keep you.
Well, you didn't see the one of it completely uncovered with the blue light?
Yeah, they had the blue light, but they still kept it all shadow.
Yeah,
so
it was
they
all
did,
shadowed and
you
shit.
did, yeah. So you get that in 2 days. I'm guessing price point, if the wand was 99, I'm saying 350 to 450 is my guess.
That's not bad though. That really isn't.
Honestly, dude, for a full scale, like fully lit, and I'm assuming your gun's gonna plug right into it, so your gun's already got your soundboard on it. Like that's fucking amazing. I'm interested to see the weight on it, and I can't wait to actually see the full detail once they announce it. Because, like, dude, obviously, like, do I need one? No. Do I want to get one? Absolutely.
Are we gonna get one? Yes.
Probably.
I want one only because my dog broke my spirit pack, the one I just bought.
Already?
Yep. He fucking last Monday when my daughter got home, my dog was jumping and I had the pack on my chair.
Right.
Well, I guess I didn't feel him hit the fucking chair while we were live. And after the show, after I told you guys bye, I looked on the floor and the wand was on the floor. He fucking broke the wand off.
Oh.
Well,
I can wire it back together.
No. That's fine. Because I told you, print an 80% wand with your printer, because the wand on the spirit pack is crap. It's too small.
Yeah.
But no, this new one coming out, man. Like I'm excited to see it, because everybody's been waiting for a full-size proton pack that's like affordable, but it's still like it's full size, like legit one scale.
I'm gonna get one.
Anvos did it, but Anvos's was also over $1,000. So it's like not everybody really wants to fucking throw that kind of money out, dude. If this is under 500, I see it as a very easy sell, and smart on them, honestly. But anything else for
also this week during PulseCon, I believe the Power Rangers reveals, they announced some new Lightning figures as well as a Lord Zed helmet, which I believe our Corey Kaufman picked up. Yeah, full size.
It's already sold out too.
Price points at $120. Also announced today, Brendan Fraser was cast in the upcoming Batgirl film as DC villain Firefly.
Awesome, good for him.
Homeboy's getting wings and a flamethrower, so I'm excited for that.
I gotta say, I love that they're going with Firefly as the main villain. I love seeing your lower tier villains getting the spotlight. He is
he's a fucked up villain if you actually like give him like.
This marks Brendan Fraser's second appearance in the DC universe. He's also in Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol,
which I haven't. I have yet to give that a watch. I really do.
I want to see Kite Man.
I'm on Titans, dude. So Kite Man. Oh man,
dude, I'm just happy we got Polka Dot Man.
Live action Condiment King.
And he was
a
really cool character.
Yep,
that's true.
I love the whole Space Fires thing and the way they pulled that off with him. It was so awesome.
There was a couple other drops. Oh, didn't we get a new Ash?
Yes, we did. NECA is releasing an Ultimate Ash from the first Evil Dead movie.
Yes,
with the chainsaw, with the axe, with the tape recorder, and everything. Also, NECA is doing now. Well, they've been doing. They have the black and white version of the Mummy they just released, and they also have the Wolfman packaging out. So that stuff should be coming.
Isn't that
the
Turtles?
first quarter?
No.
We mentioned the Turtles last week, right?
Turtles should be coming soon too.
Yeah,
because they did the Raphael, which that's a reversion of ones from the 90s that dropped. But
yes, I think that's all coming either by the end of this year or it might be the first quarter of 2022.
Yeah, NECA's been dropping all sorts of bombs this month for their Halloween, 31 days of reveals or something. And some of them are pretty shitty, but they did reveal that they're re-releasing the Gremlins 2 Mogwai pack.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool. And they're actually funny thing is they're including the other Mogwai that was shown in the Mountain Dew commercial. In the extended version of the extended version, I guess his daughter has a Mogwai too. I didn't see it until I already saw the figure. I've never seen that version of the commercial.
Speaking of NECA, I did pick up the new McCready figure this weekend, the new one with the flamethrower, and it looks really cool. McCready.
Don't pronounce stuff properly on the show. What are you doing?
I wish to do as I please.
Speaking of other nerdy stuff, I guess in horror, I could say I could have mentioned this in Slice of Life. I did see 13 Fanboy over the weekend.
What did you think?
I'll be straight up honest. It was a movie. I know it's on VOD. I'm going to tell people, I'm going to be straight up honest. If it's $20 on VOD, do not fucking waste your money. If it's like $2 and you want to watch it, okay. I feel like you need to know a lot of stupid shit about the Jason community. And if you don't, you're not going to give a shit about this movie. Like hands down, like you just won't care.
Well, so Marcio did the mask for the movie, right?
Mm-hmm,
yeah, she did. So the mask was cool. The mask was great. I liked the design of it. I think it would be a cool mask to have on the shelf. I will fully. But, bro, this was a total fucking fluff piece for Womp Stomp, and I'm not going to try to. I'm not trying to like start fights or anything like that throughout communities and shit. But
if you're gonna say it, say it.
Yeah, dude. It's literally a fluff piece for Womp Stomp, like hardcore. And they didn't make it. I mean, they helped produce it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler. I guess I could say if you guys want. It's up to you. I don't know. So anybody listening, if you don't want spoilers,
no offense. I'm not going to watch.
Okay.
It.
So, do you know who the killer is already, or no?
Yeah. It's Vince.
It's Vince.
Oh, okay.
Literally himself, Vincent is the killer. He is such an obsessed fan with the Friday 13th series that he needs to be the best of everybody, the best of everything. And it's like, but then he has a partner who's, I'm trying to remember, but she's another girl from the franchises. And when they're going after the main girl there at the end, was it Dee Wallace? I think it was Dee Wallace. Her motivation for like killing all these people was like, why do you have more fans than me? And I'm like, what the? I'm like, no, dude. And
boy, that echoes a lot of real life drama.
It's
a lot.
That and the amount of red herrings sprinkled throughout this film felt like a pup named Scooby-Doo, because it was just, there was like 20 different red fucking herrings, dude. To the point where even like Andrew Leahy, who was Kyle from Never Hike in the Snow, he doesn't play himself. He plays an actual like character in the film, whatever. But like he's led to believe that he's a red herring. Now in my head, I wrote a whole different ending as I drove away from the theaters, and I was like, now if it was actually Andrew playing himself, and it was like they wanted their like film to be the best Jason film out of everything, so they were taking everybody out, like I felt like that was kind of a better like idea. All in all, if I was going to rate it out of a 5, I'd give it a 1.4. Like if I was going to be honest, like it was better. It's not a fan film; it's a fan-funded film, as we,
So it's slightly better than The Rift, which was 1.3.
Slightly better.
Wait, the Rift. Oh, the Rift. Sorry, you said the Rift, and I was thinking, what was the other one I fucking made you guys make? The Hellraiser one. That one. The Rift was the Monsters Underground, right?
Water.
Yeah.
Would you rather watch 13 Fanboy or Amityville 3?
Amityville 3.
Ooh.
Okay, you know what?
And I haven't even watched the movie Amityville 3.
If I could sit there with my boys and roll a fat one, I would almost. Both of them would be fine because we're gonna laugh. Because, dude, Kane's death scene in this movie is, if everybody remembers The Mask with Jim Carrey, you remember the death scene where he's like, and like coughs on the dude's face.
Yeah.
The fucking award. Literally that. 100% that. Kane has this whole like 5-minute him crying his eyes out. And
So
he's
like
never
Paul
said
Rubin,
Paul Rubens and
dude,
Buffy the Vampire
it
Slayer.
might as well have been, but they were going serious. We're not joking here. So it's
yeah. I mean, I
like
guess
I said, dude, if you know, people made a movie, I hope people made some money off of it. If they didn't, I don't, you know, whatever. I hope they had fun making it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I will never
that's
probably watch
that's
it
what
again.
it's all about. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. As long as you had fun making the fucking movie,
right?
You know.
And you know what? I'm not saying that some people probably didn't enjoy it. They did, but I definitely was like, I will probably never watch that ever again.
But we can't review it or do a write up about it though, because we'll get yelled at and threatened.
Well, I mean, I just kind of did.
He just did, yeah. So I don't know what we're talking about. He just did it.
Nobody watches it.
Hey, John, but you're not the big bad bully. So
yeah, you're not the big bad. You're not the big bad bearded bully.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm big and bearded, but
you're the lovable,
I'm the
huggable
fluffiness.
Yeah, they're lovable.
Yes, he's lovable.
Supreme.
Like I said, dude, it was a horror movie. It's an original idea, which is loosely, I would say, coined, but it just didn't hit it for me. It just felt so much like. Yeah. I would love to see Brody's fucking.
Brody, yes,
God,
go
Brody gave me
for
a
it.
5-minute rant.
Oh God, I could just
pay money for that. Dude.
I hope he has the same look on his face when he reviewed Amityville 3. It was the best.
So, you guys can understand this because we've had this itch in the show before. But remember when we did what was the one that was supposed to be like the cowboy movie, and they even talked about it in it?
The Hills Run Red.
Hills Run Red. Yeah. Thank you. There was, remember how that had really terrible camera work to where it was like supposed to be filmed from one camera, but then they used 3 other literally this film. We're going to film a scene with a handheld camcorder in a basement for torture. Cut to awesome camera angles and not that camera showing different angles of this scene while we're all supposed to be watching a movie made from a handheld camera. And I know my friend, like the friends I went with, they're like, "Dan, dude, you're critiquing this pretty hard." I'm like, "Listen, man, I'm like, if they're trying to sell this as a legit movie, I'm going to critique it as a legit fucking movie." And that's crap. Like,
and I think that kind of flows. Crap. It just kind of flows into the conversations that we've been having outside of the shows and stuff. Just like it's the way modern criticism is looked at, and the way that, hey, if you don't like something, then you're infringing on my right to like something. No, we're just expressing our opinion the same way that you're expressing your opinion. We're allowed to not like something the same way that you're allowed to something. Just because we express it doesn't mean we're ruining your experience necessarily. Now, there is a way to be a dick about it, and there is a way to be an annoyance and harass people about it, but there's also a line to be drawn with that. Oh my God, my camera died.
I was gonna say, it's like,
shit.
I can hear you perfectly. But
yeah, and then the camera went away.
Damn.
He's still here though.
It's been a minute since that happened.
Right.
Well, that concludes my rant. A little short there.
I like the ominous
good enough
voice.
though.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I dig it.
Satan, is that you?
It's just really shit. It's just, especially within the wake of Halloween Kills and the release of that, the way that the community has really been split in the way that it's reacting to people expressing their opinion on the film. And I think that the same thing happened to the Star Wars community a couple years ago with the release of The Last Jedi. It was completely polarizing, and it split the community down the two. And I think in order for a community to truly exist after something like that to happen, I think that you guys need to pull your heads out of your ass and just fucking get along and just understand it's a fucking movie in 30 years and won't matter anyway. So, just the way it's just the way it is. It's just the fucking way it is. And just don't let, if you honestly are one of those people that think that reading an opinion online is going to ruin the film for you, then quit fucking reading and don't have social media. Plain and simple. Yeah. I'm not in your house going, boo, boo, you're not allowed to like this. I'm writing on Facebook saying, I don't like it, and here's the reasons why. I'm not just saying it's shit for shit. I'm going to give you detailed descriptions of why it was shit, like John does whenever he was articulating earlier his disapproval of 13 Fanboy. So you can sit and you can complain that, oh, this guy doesn't like the film, so he's a bad person. No, he was just expressing his opinion, and you got butthurt, fill out a form, and turn it into the people who don't give a fuck. There.
Can I just
buddy,
say?
you gotta just fucking-
Can I just say that whole bit about him being in your house and going boo? All I could think of was fucking Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. No, dude. I mean, like I said, and my friends, obviously, I review movies with you guys every week. We're really trying to like dive into these movies and critique it as best we can. And sometimes, sometimes I can turn that off going to see a movie, but dude, I've been doing this 3 years with you homies, dude. It's fucking there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna happen naturally anyways. And so, like I said, all in all, it was a film. I hope they had fun making it. It wasn't for me, but if you haven't seen it yet, you want to see it, by all means, don't let my review stop you. Go and see it.
I think it's $7 on Amazon.
That's not
well, that's what I paid for a theater ticket. So,
yeah.
And I don't consider popcorn in the drink because that's just like part of going to the theater. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I paid $7. I didn't feel like I was ripped off. I'll say that. Like I saw a legit 2-hour movie in the theater. Right. Like I didn't like get up and walk out and like, no, I need my money back for this. This sucks. But
that's how I felt when I watched Voorhees.
Didn't see that either.
You know, I never finished that one, honestly.
I haven't even started it.
I
the
think
trailer
I made it to the
No,
scene
and
where
this
they're
is
banging in the
no
bar.
offense to anyone out there, but for me,
No,
it's just a little saturated at the moment.
Yeah, extremely.
It kind of is.
A little bit.
No, not kind of. It is.
No, it over immensely is, dude. Like,
but that's not to say that I'm going to sit here and say everybody's got a horrible film. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's saturated.
There's a lot of ideas out there, and a lot of people want to do their ideas. So that's great.
But some of us have really good original ideas. They're just fucking sitting and waiting while everybody else is just fucking making these god awful fucking films. So then these really fucking impactful films just sit.
That's the point I was about to make, was that there's a lot of people that I know personally that have these great original ideas that aren't being made. But the market's being saturated right now by shit that, I mean, granted, they're technically kind of original ideas. Not really, because the property is a property that already existed.
Right.
But their take on it, you know, whether it's different or it's pretty much it's all the same shit. You know what I mean? Like at
the end of the day,
I don't know. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's still a slasher flick when there's so much other shit that is out there, so many original concepts that, you know, and that goes for me too, because, you know, that's with me writing my, you know, fucking fan film for Maniac Cop, you know. It's
but
nothing
that's
really
one that
different that we haven't seen.
That one has not been saturated.
Yeah, that's not oversaturated.
Yeah, that's not saturated.
Like, you're not talking, dude. Like Friday the 13th fan films has been in abundance since what, 2017 now.
Yeah,
you could go actually further back, believe it or not.
No, I know, but I'm saying like the surplus,
and people treat them as if they're high-end productions, and then they fucking treat and then like conduct themselves if they are then actually actors and film producers. And then you have this entire wave of people who think that they're doing that. In all reality, they're just cosplaying this people that they want to be, and it's it's just absolutely atrocious. And then they conduct themselves in these egregious manners online, and then people fully support them, being completely blind to it until it actually happens to them. And then that's whenever the really bad shit happens. So if you continue to support those type of people, those type of things will continue to happen. In order for you to fucking see that, you have to open your eyes and quit following fucking blindly.
Obey.
Very well put, sir.
Just think about what they could accomplish, though, if they would focus their attention on doing something original instead of doing fan films.
You're limited to what you can do with that. Once you make it, you're done. You can't profit off of it. You're fucking done. Focus on making original content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Something that you could pitch and sell.
100%.
Like doing anything with anybody's intellectual property that you don't own, you're fucked.
And you're not really contributing anything to the zeitgeist at the end of the day. So pretty much you're wasting your fucking time, and there's no legacy to be left other than, oh, you made a fucking fan film, which Star Trek nerds been making for a fucking decade before you.
Right. Same with, dude. Yeah. I mean, shit, man. The first Ghostbusters fan film was like from 2005, and that was like, dude, to download that shit on the internet then was fucking took all day. But yeah, you're 100% right, dude. 100%. So before is there anything left nerdy wise that we need to discuss before we wrap this bitch up?
Nothing.
My thoughts and prayers goes out to the victims of the Rush incident over the last week.
That too.
Yes,
last weekend.
definitely.
Absolutely.
And if you're sharing those fucking memes, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm interested to see how that's going to, like, what that's going to do.
Lots of stuff is coming out right now. We're not going to talk about it on this show because we're no place to do that. But read up, folks, and then wait for a conclusive investigation and a conclusive report on the entire thing before drawing any conclusions. Don't point fingers, and please don't post stupid memes because you are then scum of the earth.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. So, Boss Man, you want to start us off for signing us out so you can do the ominous voice from above?
Well, thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Gore More Podcast. This is me joining once again the Pod Boss. See you on the Lights Camera Exploitation. Bye-bye.
Chad Daddy, you want to take over?
I would love to. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying see you next week for Maniac Cop 3, and let's go, Brandon.
Woo!
Bobby?
This is your Killing Machine, Bobby Moan, saying we'll see you next week for Maniac Cop 3 and early Happy Halloween to you as well.
Yeah.
Scuba Cabra.
This is your host with the ghost, motherfucking El Scuba Cabra, saying, see you later, bitches.
And this is your Fluff Master Supreme saying, adios, Gorehounds, and stay fresh, cheese bag.